Yes, welcome back to the David Sparks Show. The show where I talk about current events while Mozart is in the background. Oh, Chattanooga, 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 Chattanooga. We'll take your auto plant, yes we will. We'd be glad to have those jobs back in Ohio. Ohio, how you hurt the loss of your industrial base. It destroyed families and scattered residents throughout the United States. Yes, it did, yes, it did, yes, it did, yes, it did. And the Southerners, the Southerners, the Southerners, the Southerners, the Southerners, the Southerners said, we would love to have your auto plants. We will not require anyone to belong to a union of brothers and sisters fighting for justice for one another. And so they moved to places like Chattanooga, 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 Chattanooga.
Welcome to the David Sparks Show, an ongoing exploration of issues and thought by award-winning journalist, artist, and musician David Sparks. For more info, visit thedavidsparks.com.
Welcome back to the David Sparks Show, folks. This week, it's operatic style, talking about current events as they come towards us in this never-ending space-time continuum. Last week, Volkswagen workers in Tennessee decided by a very close margin to reject the union in their workplace. And it only makes me wonder why there is such deference to representation in workplace matters. Yes, this sad, sad soundtrack is true, folks. The Republicans in Tennessee said, no, we shall not have a union. We do not want a union in Volkswagen in Chattanooga, said the Republicans. Senator Bob Corker even came out and said, there will be no expansion in Volkswagen if a union is voted for here. And so Volkswagen, who was officially neutral in the matter, but whose works council, which is a partnership in the company between the workers of the plant and the management of the plant, to basically help decide how things are run, work together on issues as they come up, so on and so forth. In Chattanooga, they were going to have a workers' group, just like the ones in Germany, a works council, and they were going to decide, along with the management, how to best make those Volkswagen cars. You see, Germany and Volkswagen, they have a fairly tight integrated union system in their industrial base, the kind of which America had when there was a glorious middle class that existed in America. But they said no more middle class. These Joe Schmoes have got too much sass. They think they are self-determined free men. And so what happened when Americans said, we will fight to make wages better, to make working conditions better. We shall band together as a band of brothers and sisters, together in the pursuance of a better life, because in numbers we have power. As individuals, we are left to rot and die in a Hobbesian-like environment. And that's pretty sick, if you ask me. Because we don't, our lives are not long, brothers and sisters. They are not long at all. But still, we insist, treating this temporal existence here on planet Earth as some sort of game, some sort of competition to, I'm the king of the mountain. I got all the jelly beans. As if that's somehow success. But you know what? A new day is dawning. Yes, it is. A new day is dawning. Because guess what? Volkswagen says, if there is no union, this is my terrible, terrible, terrible German accent. If there is no union in the Volkswagen plant, so we can work more in an integrated fashion, then we will not consider expanding in the American South. Hark the herald lost jobs sing. Glory to the Volkswagen wing of the automotive kind. Surely those Southerners are blind. Yes. We shall rise again. You always heard, the South shall rise again. Well, the South has risen again. But now, the old exploit the labor for the 1% model doesn't even make sense for the 1%. I guess if you could call Volkswagen that. A world of haves and have-nots is not a world worth living in for the vast, vast majority of the people. So, Bob Corker, guess what? You have possibly prevented expansion in your state. And as a person living in a deindustrialized zone, I'd like to invite Volkswagen here. We've lost so much industry, dear. Our job base has left. The buildings are empty. The people look haggard. It's tired and sad. But if we could get a Volkswagen plant and middle-class jobs, man, we'd be glad. Man, we'd be glad. Hello? Yes, is this the president of Volkswagen? Yes, this is David Sparks. I'm the mayor of Dayton, Ohio. And, I would like to invite you to our city because we have the remnants of, I believe 4 or 5 automobile plants formerly inhabited by the General Motors Company who are no longer here due to the oh so brilliant poverty-creating North American Free Trade Agreement. But let me tell you something there, folks at Volkswagen. We like good, middle-class jobs with dignity that allow families to grow and prosper and not see communities become infested with vice and various other situational circumstances related to poverty. That's what we would like. So, Volkswagen, the Midwest, the rest of America abandoned us. My brothers in Detroit, give a shout out to Volkswagen and any other manufacturer of automobiles. 'Cause we know how to make them. Yes, we do. We know how to belong to a union and pay dues. Because you know what they don't like about unions the most? When you join a union, it can be a good union or a bad union, but ultimately all unions depend on a thing called democracy, and they don't like that. You see, a few people in the United States of America, they believe that they should make all the decisions for the vast majority of the people. And when you're in a union, that ideology stops right away. Because as a union, you are officially one half of the management of your company. And you know, I have been involved in unions myself, been a union member, been a union president. I've negotiated contracts for large inner city school, a large inner city school system for its bus drivers. We were quite happy with the result we got after 6 months of negotiating for 250 people. There was 250 families. They're all able to live in dignity, knowing they've got a paycheck, knowing they have an employer who's not going to kick them out the door for something like, well, I just don't like the way you look, or you're rejecting my sexual advances. No, when you have a union, you can say, no, we ain't putting up with that. We'll work, but we will be paid what we are worth. We will not have our members in dire poverty. We will not permit this vast, massive inequality. We will reward folks who work long and hard. And if you've been in a union job before, there may be some out there that are fine and dandy and easy wheezy, super gravy. But my union job, which was transporting school kids across the city to and from school safely, was wild and wacky. We'll have a whole other segment all about that experience in my life. When I became a union president, it was because they weren't being forthright with the pay scale that was agreed upon in the contract, and they wanted to produce a new pay scale, one that wasn't voted on by members. The members of the union said, no way, no way, no way, no way, we will not have this. And come election time, we voted. We had an election. We organized the whole thing via text messages. Vote for Dave Sparks. Won the vice presidency of the union, and we filed grievance. Shortly thereafter, for over $30,000 in back payment to be paid to level 1 and 2 drivers. Because they weren't being paid what they were told they would be paid, and they deserved the pay they got, and probably much more. Because there ain't a whole lot of people who would do the job of bus driver. It's hard. Everyone treats you like a dirt bag. The kids laugh at you. But it's a good way to make a living. It's an honorable job. It's got to be done. It's a large responsibility. And you should be paid for it. And if you work hard in society, whatever you do, all work has value. Nobody's more valuable than the rest of us. That is just a complete mythos that we've been fed our entire lives. And it's sick. And we need to get over it. And so Volkswagen, come on up to Ohio. We still remember what the working man had to go through in order to achieve dignity in his life. We'll take them union jobs right now. We'll take them right now. We'll take them right now. Welcome back to the David Sparks Show. Yes, brothers and sisters, just a moment ago, we were talking about the VW plant in Tennessee, its ramifications for labor, and the fact that these formerly abandoned industrial states would just love to have something like an automotive factory that paid good middle-class wages with job security, that also leads to community security. You see, we've lost all that in our rage against the labor unions. We've forgotten that we're all in this together, and that without labor, there is nothing. You know, my granddaddy came up from Kentucky, had like 10 children. Didn't have that many when he came up to Ohio from Kentucky, but he had a whopping bunch, 3 or 4 kids, and didn't have a dime to his name, a pot to piss in. Matter of fact, it was during the Great Depression, and they feared that they just might starve. And so he packed those kids up in the car, got some money together, filled the thing up with gasoline, and headed north to work in the factories of Dayton, Ohio, USA. But when he got here, he found out that the working man really wasn't in any of the industrialists' plan. Oh no, it was not in any way, shape, or form. And this led to a problem. He had children. He had to feed them. He was not afforded a job at work that afforded him dignity and pay to do this. And so what did he have to do? He joined with his brothers and sisters to form labor unions. And their work, it paid off in the end, leading to a grand era in America. The era of the successful middle class, where there were opportunities for all to obtain middle class status and a better way of life, enlightenment, enough material comforts to get you by, but not enough that it would deprive your fellow man. Wages that afforded one dignity in the workplace as well as in the community. Because if you do not have economic dignity emanating from where you work, then you will not receive or achieve economic dignity in your community. I hope we get this. And I think that's really the ultimate lesson we can learn, brothers and sisters, friends of all revolutions. And that is, in Chattanooga, we do not need to pluck the Volkswagen plant from Chattanooga. No, we need to provide what is needed to be provided for working families, for companies who want to get a grip on what's going on inside the factories. So they form these collectives with unions. Because life is tough, and goddamn, it's rough to make a living out there. So brothers, with me, beware. Do not be exploited. Do not allow yourself to be exploited by the ideology that you are all just one man, all by yourself in the universe. You are not just a man stuck by yourself in the universe if you band with your brothers and sisters. And what our grandparents and my grandparents achieved by this great labor movement in the United States that has waned but has not died is dignity for themselves, the family, the fellow workers, and for the community. And that is the ultimate lesson that I learned from my grandfather's struggle and my struggle, working with working families to help better their situations in life. Ladies and gentlemen, I am David Sparks. I thank you so much for listening today. I'm going to leave you with a song you might want to hum when you just don't know what to say in life. It's called Zing-a-Ding-Dong Day. Check me out at thedavidsparks.com. Check me out at inyourfaceradio.net. I'll be at youtube.com. TYT Nation, I love you all. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you for listening to The David Sparks Show, an ongoing exploration of issues and thought by award-winning journalist, artist, and musician David Sparks. For more info, visit thedavidsparks.com.